Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Welcome to the Christian Whistleblower channel. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, coming to you live from an undisclosed location in the American heartland, coming here with information that we hope will help you unindoctrinate yourself. Today, we want to talk about fear. We want to talk about love. We want to talk about immaturity. And the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that all fear is based in immaturity. Now, I am going to talk to people today that like fear, that are fear addicts. I'm going to talk to people that are fear pushers. And hopefully, I'm going to help you to see that you're coming from a place of immaturity, and that at least the ones that are pushing it will understand why they're pushing it and hopefully do better things. And those that are consuming it will understand it's being pushed on them and the spirit that is being pushed on them in. And we can bring an end to this fear porn epidemic. I know real porn is pandemic. Fear porn is epidemic, at least within the so-called truth community. And I'm tired of it. And I'm fighting back against fear. And the way you fight back against fear is with love. And that's what we're doing, coming to you with some heavy duty love. Boom. And speaking of love, I'd like to ask you, ladies and gentlemen out there, you that are members of the Christian Whistleblower audience, we're over 36,000 now, on our way to 360,000 plus, and so glad that you're here. Would you please, as you think, as you meditate, as you ponder, would you please send my way energy of protection, energy of safety, energy of power, energy of invisibility even. No need to go into details, but there's a lot of crazy people out there, and there's a lot of crazy things going on. I was talking with someone today that said there's a lot of crazy energy, and don't worry, we're completely safe and sealed and no problems whatsoever. But let's go ahead and if you think about it, and if you want to help, please go ahead and send those forms of protection to me. Steve Haka, rock and roll MGTOW, which means men going their own way, says Jeff's going to over 100K subs this year. That's my prediction. I'm with you. I agree. 100%. Thank you so much for being here. So let's talk about fear. And let's talk about love, as T-Love does a whole bunch of booms. Let's talk about immaturity. So let's get going. And what we're going to do, since most of us have a Christian context, and most of the people sending the fear have a Christian context, we're going to go ahead and contextualize ourselves within a Christian context and show from the Christian first century scriptures that all fear is based in immaturity. So let's take a look. What do you say? So, and I want you to read this. I want you to hear this. I want you to understand this. This is so good. 1 John. And remember, John wrote 40 years after all the other apostles stopped writing, assuming this is true. And we're coming to you from a place that it is true today, contextualizing ourselves. 30 years after Paul finished writing, if he was real and did write, he wrote what is the last will and testament of the apostolic era. John knew he was about to die. Well, he was 100 years old. And he knew that there had been great strife over the last century that he had personally witnessed, all of it. I mean, some of it a little bitty baby, but, and there's certain things that he chose to write down, knowing he didn't have a lot of time, knowing that, and now we got fire from T-Love. I love it. Now he had certain things to write about, and it's always interesting to me, the things that John chose to write about. And he said almost nothing about Jesus, which is interesting. He wrote about the most important things. And here he's writing, taking up some of his precious time, some of his last days. And he wrote this in 1 John. That's not the gospel. That's 1 John the little epistle. In verse number 18, he said, there's no fear in love. There's no fear in love, ladies and gentlemen. What a place to start. Let's look at this. And what does no mean? No, not. It means no. It's ruled out as a fact. So there is no what? There is no fear. No fear, ladies and gentlemen. What is fear? There's no phobos, from which we get phobia. There's no panic. There's no wanting to run away. There's no fear. Oh, Shazam. I'm talking to you YouTubers out there. I'm talking to you preachers out there. I'm talking to you teachers out there. I'm talking to you bloggers out there. Do you see what this says right here? There is no causing of fear or terror. No causing of fear or terror. No causing of fear or terror in love. There is no causing of fear or terror in love. And what's this love? I believe it's agape, which is divine love. It is. It's agape love, goodwill love, benevolence, esteem. It's the highest form of love. There is no fear in true love. And if someone, I don't care if they're on YouTube and they have 1 million subscribers. I don't care if they got the biggest church in Houston, Texas, or anywhere else. I just picked Houston because Joel's got the biggest one there and he's not a big fear guy. I don't care if they have a huge ministry, a little ministry. I don't care if they're on the street or if they're in the penthouse or the outhouse. If they are trying to, what's this? Fear. Again, remember fear. What's fear mean? If they are trying to bring panic to you, they don't love you. If they're trying to bring panic to you, they're not in love. If they're trying to bring fear to you, they don't love you. They're not in love. If they're trying to cause fear, they're not in love. If they're trying to cause terror, they're not in love. Period. We love you. We're trying to tell you the truth about Planet X because we love you. Bullshit. You don't love them. We're trying to tell you the truth about all these disasters. And we're trying to tell you the truth about the tribulation. And we're trying to tell you the truth about you'll die with your sins. We're trying to tell you the truth about hell. We're trying to tell you the truth about September 23, Revelation 12 sign. We're trying to tell you the truth about the Antichrist. We're trying to tell you the truth about Revelation. If you're using fear, you don't love. And you're not using love. You're using fear. Hey, Rooney. What's the opposite of love? It's not hate. Think about it a minute and you'll get it. What's the opposite of love? And I don't care if it's L.A. Marzulli or Scott Clark or anybody else that I don't want to give advertisement to. I just love poking the bear, Marzulli and Clark. If I had a big stick, I would poke it right through the cages, the bars of the cage. Any of them that are preaching things that make you scared, they're not acting in love. And I'm going to tell you what they're, boom, sublime diacrisis. She got it. The opposite of love is indifference. So you ready for this? If a YouTube channel is promoting fear, they're indifferent to you. They don't care about you. They care about clicks. If a YouTube channel is promoting fear, they're indifferent to you. They don't care about you. They care about money. If a YouTube channel is promoting fear, they don't care about you. They care about having subscribers, a following. Anybody that anytime ever uses fear, I love you so much, so I have to tell you this scary truth. Bullshit. You don't love, you're indifferent, you want to get paid. I love you so much, I have to tell you about this horrible stuff that's coming. Bullshit. You don't love them, you're indifferent, you want to be famous. It's just that simple. And it's right here in the book that most of them want to wave around at you. There is no fear in love. No panic, no flight, no fear, and no causing of fear or terror in love. Nada, none, no fear. Now, I'm going to tell you why. And remember, I'm helping you. If anybody has never used fear on you, it's me. I get rid of all the things that motivate you by fear. Check this out. We know from the text that if they're promoting fear or teaching fear, they're indifferent. They don't care. They just want to get paid. They just want to get famous. But here's why. Here's why you want it. Here's why you eat it. Here's why you consume it. Here's why you want more. Here's why you can't get enough. And here's why they're doing it. And most of them don't even know why they're doing it. Most of them don't even know why they're doing it. Watch this. No fear in love. So if they love, they're not preaching fear, but they do preach fear. They're indifferent. They want to get famous. They want to get paid. But perfect love drives out fear. Perfect love drives out fear. Well, what does perfect mean? Not what you think it means. Watch this. Perfect means it's reached its end. It's become complete. It's become perfect. It's complete in its parts. Oh, snap. It's full grown. I just got a text from Kiana, Soulfulish Girl. She's going to be on Tuesday night. She's a great tarot reader. I told her I was watching your videos. You are on point. She says, hey, oh, wow, thanks. She'll be with us Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Talk about her philosophy of tarot. Talk about how she got into spirituality and to do some free readings for our audience. Just thought I'd throw that in there so you people that are Christian are watching can now have a reason to ignore the truth that I'm sharing with you. Oh, tarot. Now I can ignore them. You can ignore me, but you know I won't go away. You lay at night and my words come to your mind. I hate that, Jeff. But you see me with my funny haircut and my silly glasses and my crazy shirts, and you can't get me out of your head. I can't get him out of my head. It's just the way it is. So, full grown, of full age, completeness of, can we say spiritual? Completeness of spiritual character. Go back for 1 second. This will help you as much as anything that I've ever done in the last week. If they are using fear, they don't love you. They're indifferent to you. They want to get paid. They want to get famous. But perfect love drives out fear. Mature love drives out fear. So if you listen to Marzulli and Clark and all the fear mongers, you are not full grown. You are not full grown. That's none of my business. If you listen to the fearmongers, you are not of full age, but that's none of my business. If you listen to the fearmongers, you are incomplete in your spiritual character. In other words, you ain't woke. You're a joke. And if you're promoting fear, if you're causing fear, remember what it did say, if you man, if you chick, if you are, remember what it says, if you are causing fear and terror, and you know if your content is causing fear and terror, if you're causing fear and terror, I'm here to tell you today Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower, you are not full grown. You're a baby. You are not a full age. You're a child. And you are incomplete in your spiritual character. Maybe you didn't know it until now, but now you do. I didn't say it. I'm just reading it from the book that you use to scare people with. Scotty Clark. L.A. Marzulli. People are asking. So the people, why did they put out that information then? They love me so much. No, they're indifferent to you. They want to get famous. They want to get paid. Why do they put it out? They must be really smart. No, they're immature. They lack completed spiritual character. Conversely, those that never use fear are pretty grown. Those that never use fear have come into a full age. Those that never use fear are showing a completeness of spiritual character. You ever see Rocky Stucci use fear? No. Scotty? No. It's a short list, isn't it? Have you ever seen me use fear? No. There's more. Have you ever seen Jenny Moonstone use fear? No. There's more. There's more. Now, I'm not against survival flashlights because, I mean, your power could go out, right? So that's why you like it, and that's why they do it. So if you're a consumer of fear porn, you got a choice. You can put on your big girl panties. You can put on your big boy boxer briefs and say, ooh, I really like this fear stuff. It must mean that I need to do some growing. It must mean that I need some development in my spiritual character. That's the way a real man does it. That's the way a real woman does it. Or you can yell and scream and complain and unsubscribe and write bad stuff and la, 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 and prove my point. And if you are a producer of that type of content, you can say, damn, he does look weird, but he's funny. He does look weird, but he's right. I got to do better. I got to do better. And what else does it say here? What else does it say here? Fear, again, we know what fear is. Fear, causing of terror. Fear, and this is going to give you a way to know, well, Jeff, what is fear porn? Sounds like you say anybody you don't like is fear porn. No, I don't like anybody that's fear porn, but there's people I don't like that are not fear porn. Fear involves, or fear has, it holds, fear possesses a characteristic of fear is that it's involved with this: punishment, torment, deprivation, living in dread. Oh my gods. I didn't see this until just now. One of the ways you can know that someone is indifferent to you and they're trying to get famous or they're trying to get paid is they're trying to scare you about upcoming judgment. Upcoming judgment. Upcoming torment. Deprivation. Oh my God, we're going to go without. It's right here. If you're eating it, stop. If you're producing it, stop. It's so simple. Now, Kay talks about people going to pay big bucks at the movie theater to watch fear. Now, I understand that. And I understand that. I know where you're coming from, Kay, but that's a bird of a different feather. We're talking about when you go to the movie theater, you know you're going for entertainment. When you go to a movie theater, you know you're going for suspension of disbelief. You know you're going for fantasy. When you turn on a YouTube channel, the perception is that the guy or the gal that's giving you the information is coming from a place of truth. The perception is that the guy or the gal you're getting the information from is real and honest, and that this is reality. This is the real world. There's no entertainment at all involved. So I would say, let's not put these two, that's two different kettle of fish in my opinion. Any channel, any teacher that's using fear of upcoming judgment, any channel that's using fear of deprivation is acting indifferently towards you, don't care about you, want to get paid, want to get famous. And again, it said, the one who fears, the one who's frightened, the one who's terrified, the one who's running, and the one who causes people to run, the one who terrifies people, the one who frightens people. You see, I'm not adding one bit of editorial comment to this. Those people have not been perfected. They are incomplete. They are imperfect. They are immature. They are lacking in spiritual character. And they're lacking in love. They're lacking in benevolence. They're lacking in goodwill. They're lacking in esteem. Jeff is such a hater. He comes out against it. Oh, I'm not even showing you this stuff. Sorry. The one who fears, the one who frightens, terrifies, or is frightened or terrified, has not been perfected. You remember that word, immature, incomplete, lacking in spiritual character. They've not been completed in their love. They're not godly yet. They're not spiritual yet. They don't have true love. And the central figure of the Christian myth said, there's one way you can tell if somebody's really working for me. There is one way you can tell if someone really cares about you, really cares about the earth, really cares about the world, because they love each other. Love means you don't put fear, and if you are putting fear, you're not in love, you're in something else. So now you know. Now you are without excuse. If you can't get enough, feed me, finger licking good. If you can't get enough, you know why you can't get enough now. You're an addict. And if you can't stop producing this type of material, now you know why you can't. Because you're indifferent and you want to get famous or you want to get paid. You're immature. You're a baby. You're incomplete in your character, period. I don't care if they're carrying a Bible. I don't care if they got crosses around their neck. I don't care what they look like or how sweet they talk. How dramatic and animated they get. You saw it, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know. So we got a chance. We can get busy. It's more than just a slogan. It's a way of doing business. We can get busy or we can get sleazy. It's your choice. We can get busy or we can get sleazy. Tonight at 9 p.m., Scotty Roberts and I will be getting busy, giving you some consequential rapscallion stuff. That's right. I do declare the consequential rapscallions shall rise again. And we'll be there tonight. Anne-Marie Paul tomorrow with the Nani Eggs. Swamped cryptids on Saturday. Monsters and stuff. That'll be fun. Wayne Steiger Sunday morning. Rocky Stucci Sunday night. Jay Campbell Monday. Soulfulish Girl on Tuesday. Wow. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Sublime says, I'm driving Christians crazy. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see. Jeff's going over 100 subs this year. I'll take that to the bank, Steve. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sending much love, favor, and protection. Thank you. Let's see. And still some fear sneaks in. Love you even if we don't agree. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I stopped watching Paul Begley. Yeah, he's got a lot of fear. He's got a lot of fear. Funny listening to some of them playing their game, says Miss Space Cake. I get you. I get you. Buy fear, folks. I don't even look or listen to them. Delaney used some bad words. I can't repeat them. They don't love you. That's for sure. Thank you for helping many people with this fear. I appreciate it. Matured. Narcissists use fear to control their partners. Shani Taro. Do you think that narcissists use fear to control their subscribers? Do you think that the use of fear to gain subscribers might be a symptom of narcissism? Do you think the use of fear to make money or get famous could be a symptom of narcissism? Would you say a narcissist that has a lack of development of spiritual character? Ooh, Shani Tarot might have just hit on something there. She also has a tarot channel. Check it out. I'm a subscriber. It's good stuff. Ooh, thank you, T-Love. You got to listen to your blink, says Kenny. I like it. Age of Aquarius says, cousin, I'm trying to cook. Don't make me burn myself. I don't make you do nothing. Don't make you do nothing. That's funny. This is the crossroads of Are You Cross meets I'm Your Huckleberry. That's right. I love it. Good stuff, Jeff and Scotty. Survival flashlights. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And since he was very nice, I will give him a plug. Keep up the great work, Jeff. Sincerely, at Daily Dose of Gematria or Gematria on Facebook. This is really great teaching. Thank you. Totally on point, says Miss Space Cake. Nice to see you. Fear makes us dependent on entities other than ourselves. Yes. And indeed. People, we talked about the movie thing, and I get your point. They are getting you to think about it to manifest it. Ooh, smart stuff, Tracy. The only way to help these people is to love them. T-Love, I think this might be the first time I disagree with you. I think the only way to help these people is to turn them off. I think the only way to help these people is to starve them. Because they won't start to look in the mirror. They won't start to take inventory. And I know until they hit bottom. If you're rolling along, let me tell you what it's like, okay? Let me tell you what it's like to have 1 million subscribers or 300, 400, 500,000 subscribers. Let me tell you what it's like to be ranking in the top 10 in your genre on YouTube. Let me tell you what it's like, because I was there making 6 figures, flying first class, preaching around the country, being treated like a rock star. I know what it feels like. And you think that your excrement has no odor, and if it does, it would be that of roses. And you think that you're going to keep doing whatever you're doing because you're getting paid and you're getting famous. Only one thing ever makes you turn your back on that and get right. As Clubber Lang said in Rocky 2 through 10, whatever it was, only one thing will do that. Pain. Only the dark night of the soul. Only a crash and burn will get you to that place. So, T-Love, love you, feel you, understand you, but haven't been there. The only way to help these people is to turn them off and let them crash and burn. Because you don't realize that you're not the best until you're not. You don't realize that you're not irreplaceable until you're replaced. You don't realize you're not the smartest thing on 2 feet until you get knocked on your ass. And it's coming. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's coming. Let's see. Good afternoon. Emotional meatball in the house. How did I miss the emotional meatball? There he is. Shut up, Rocky Stucci. I realized that creepy Christ, Big Daddy God, and plastic Jesus are narcissists. Naval Geezer. That's really good stuff. I wonder how many fear porners meet that criteria. See, he was ahead of it before I was. I think that's he. If it's not he, I'm sorry. It's a little meme. The Pied Pipers of fear. Absolutely. Chris Jones, always ready to add a little levity. Remember, if you don't sin, Jesus died for nothing. If you don't sin, Jesus gave up his weekend for nothing. Jesus died for you. Well, only for a few hours. All day Saturday, part of Friday, part of Sunday. He gave up most of his weekend for you. And if you don't sin, he did that for nothing. That's really good parody. I love it. I love it. Insecure in their character? Absolutely. That's what it said. Once you hit rock bottom, you can look up. I want to make us think the end is near. They wanted to make us think the end is near so they can get that third temple built. Absolutely. They're energy vampires. After much conversation regarding Marzulli and Quayle, there's another good one. His name's a bird, and he's a dirty bird. Marzulli, L.A. Marzulli. La Cucaracha. Lazy Marzulli. Yeah. Our job's not to awaken anyone. Good point. Good point. Pain is a fabulous connector to source. Well stated, Pisces 69. Well stated. They use fear when talking about judgment. Of course they do. Whoops. PayPal is the best way to donate to Jeff. Well, thank you. Can I just say sometimes I'm stupid? Join the club. We got a t-shirt. Yeah, we always are. We always are. Well, at least now we know. Now you know. You know why you want it. It's a sign of immaturity. You know why you preach it. It's a sign of immaturity. And the beginning of correction is to admit you have a problem, right? Really, the beginning of correction is for someone to say, yo, you got a problem. And for you to say, ooh, guess I do. So the rest is up to you, ladies and gentlemen. My work here is done. I bring you to water. You decide if you want to drink. I bring you to objective information. And you decide if you want to think. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, encouraging you to ask questions, question answers, reminding you, don't accept their I am, because we are divine. We are sovereign. We are free. We're the last generation of real humans, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a really, really good reason for us. Haven't mentioned Mistec bracelets in a long time. Schumann resonance. Make you feel better. Run faster, jump higher. Haven't mentioned the Focus Life Force Energy in a while. Go to my website, jeffreydaugherty.com, or just click on the link on the YouTube page. Great stuff. Change your life. It's all part of unindoctrinating yourself. And that's what I suggest you do. That's the best way to get started, and that is to unindoctrinate yourself. See you tonight for a little bit of consequential rapscallion action. Until then, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you again tonight. 9 p.m. Central Time, right here on this very spot in which I'm standing. Only tonight, I'll probably be sitting. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you again real soon.